Hi guys. Well, this video is about how to make a hat, or in the same time I will show to you how to gather on knitting. Gathering can be used, the gathering technique you do need to make a hat, or you can use it for making ruffles on your knitting projects. Well, let's see. This is just my sample. It's not actual making hat. It's I make my own sample for show to you how to create patterns, how to count stuff, how to begin and how to end. Well, hat usually you need to lay on your head flat. No, well, that's why you have to start from making some before you got to any patterns what you choose. In different video I will show to you how to come up with those patterns, not right now, but in the about hat I suggest you to start just like you knit sweater and start from little elastic around your wrist. Same way you do in your hat. You need this little elastic, at least 2 inches of it, to make sure it's laying around your head properly. And, well, how to do it? You use those two types of loops, which is I already described to you in one of the videos. And in this case, what you can see, it's a wide elastic, which is, I use 3 on 3. Three pearl or pearl loops, 3 slip loops or front and back as I call you, and just one by one. That's how you do it. Well, that's good for actually for sweaters, like in a hem of sweaters or on a cuff of sweaters. Well, when you do hat, actually better go 2 on 2 to make it more tight. As less loops you put in that elastic width on each line, as more tight it will be. One will be kind of hard to do it. No, well, 2 on 2 will be reasonable for hat, I will guess. Okay, now, well, you count. Your hat will be starting. You work on a hat. First of all, it's different ways of making hat. You can make it without stitching at all on round needles attached to each other. I showed to you those needles in different video when I showed to you the same needles what you knit socks without any attaching seams all around. But it's complicated for beginners. It's not gonna work. No, well, I want to show to you just the simplest way how you can do it. You can start making your hat just like you're making your scarf, from something flat and easy. You cast your first row, you start it, you choose your patterns. That's another video I showed you how to do it. And well, you make just a straight shot. How far to go? As deep as your hat want to be. In my case, because I was working on different patterns, I did not actually for your hat reasonable deep before you start gathering will be probably that much, which is probably around 5 inches, maybe 5.5 inches mostly. And well, how wide this piece will be when you start in hat? Well, that's diameter of your hat actually in inches. How many loops it will be depend on the yarn what you're using, and you count number of loops, how I showed to you in different video, how to measure your knitting projects, how to count loops. Well, when you started already, for example, and you already make that piece, and then you got to your desire deep on your hat, and now you want to finish, you want to have you want to knit a top of it. That's exactly what I showed to you in this video. You start gathering. How you do it? Give me one moment. Okay, just give me 1 second, I'm in trouble here. Okay, got it. Well, you start from, instead of stitching 1 loop each time, you put 2 of them together. Run your needle through 2 of them together and pull it through. If you want to make ruffles, you will grab more as 2 together. You will grab probably 3 or even 4 of them in one time and make 1 out of 3 or 4. For hat, you just take 2. And by doing that, you're running, I hope you see it, what I'm doing. Let me show to you slow. right here my 2 loops, right here. I'm running my needle through 2 of them at once and make 1 out of 2. Make 1 out of 2. It's not gonna create too much gathering for me, but for a hat that will be good because I really want to make it as flat as possible on the top of my head. You got to last 2, knit them together. What you got now here? You got half of previous loops. Now you don't have to do nothing. Just run your not looking loop all just as it is. Don't try to do those gathering on both sides, on front and the back. It's not gonna look nice. Just whenever you do in the front of your project, and back just run whenever it's look at you, look the same way. You got it. You got to your front again. Let's make it one more time. From 2 loops, I am making 1. From 2 loops, I'm making 1. If you're working on ruffles, like I suggest you're gonna gather that at once, like make 1 out of 4 or 3 maybe of them, and then you're gonna ruffle out. You're gonna make opposite. You're gonna have to add loops to make it ruffles going out when you gather and then going out. Well, that's why usually when you make ruffles, better do it with elastic, like 1-on-1 elastic as with anything else, or just make it simple separate ruffles and then attach to your knitting project. One of those days I will show you how to do all of it, if good Lord let me live long enough. Okay, no, well, right now we just keep going from 2 loops, making 1. You got last 2, you make again 2 out of 1. Backwards, the same story. Just do as it's look at you. If it's all not looking loops, make the same all not looking loops. You got it. And you come in almost to nothing. That's the whole idea. Get again. Get again. 1 out of each 2. Until we come to nothing. Backwards again, the same story. If it's still little here, keep 1 more time. Whenever the same loop what shows to you, make the same one. What you got now? You got only few of them left. Like what? 5. No, 6. Okay, let's do probably 1 more time. 2. 2. Actually, it's 3 left. Get them together. Get them together in 1. You got it. Now you got what? You got only 3 left. Now it's time to finish. What you do? You run 1, make 1 out of 3. You got it. Make it big. Cut it off. And run this last one closed up. Knot it up. What you're knitting will not run. That's how you finish up. And now what you can do? You can just pin it here. Of course, it's like doll hat in my case because I did not make actually hat. My goal was just to show to you how to do it. Principle. That's how you stitching. These 2 ends, you just put under sewing machine, you stitch it, turn inside out. And this is it. This is my little doll hat. And if you make wider to begin with, you got your big hat going on. And bottom of that will look like that. Top of the hat will look like that. Why? Because we gathered that. That's how hat look on the very top. And that's how you make it. And if you don't want that just to look flat, put big pompon on it. I will show you how to make those pompons. But it's actually very easy. No, well, thank you for watching. Subscribe to channel. Lot of videos over there. I hope they all useful for you because this is my goal. Encourage you to do stuff like that. And why it's beneficial to do it, I explain in separate video as well. And thank you so much. Thank you.